yourself in the shoes of true fellas and tell me you won't ball every chance you get and any chance you hit.
That's real.
We live for the moment. Make sense, don't it? Now make dollars.
Watch me.
You see me around some cheese.
Watch me.
See me with hustlers around them G's.
Watch me.
Blowing dro, running through pounds of weed.
Watch me.
At the bar, baby,
Watch
rounds
me.
on me.
Watch me turn.
Hershey syrup. Gotta love this stuff. All right. Raw results, January 3rd, 2011. Michael Cole starts off the show by saying Cena's not going to be there tonight because he got fucked up last week by CM Punk, and then he injured himself at a house show. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are they not allowed to mention certain shit at house shows? Like, is it just title changes or injuries? I don't know. But anyway, way to kind of kill off Raw. You start with the WWE Championship match. This should have been the end match of the night. But, you know, what are you going to do? Miz runs at Morrison, starts the fight. Riley helps him out, and they double team Morrison until he ducks, and Miz hits Riley on accident. Morrison takes Riley to the top of the stage and slams his head on the big logo. That looked like that really, really hurt. And then he dived off the WWE logo onto Riley and the Miz and only got a 2 count. And then, you know, they get back to the ring, and then Morrison hits a missile dropkick for a 2 count. Morrison stays on the attack, hits the flying chuck attack and the running knee smash, but cannot make the cover. Riley kept messing with him. And then long story short, Morrison went for the Starship Pain, ended up going through a table. Miz counter with the skull crushing finale. Winner and still, once a fucking again, still your WWE champion, The Miz. And he's still awesome. And then Scott Stanford, the new announcer guy, which no one gave a shit about him. Miz is like, I'm still WWE champion and awesome and all that shit. And then Riley's like, he's awesome. And it was just, oh, Lord. Made me enjoy this even more because having to hear more of the same shit by The Miz. It's cool at first, but now it's getting fucking annoying. Melina Maurice and Alicia Fox versus Natalya, Eve, and Brie Bella. This match was short and it didn't get enough time. Vince, these divas could go. Give them time. Long story short, Eve hit Melina with a neck breaker and won the match. Then we got the Usos versus Santino and Kozlov with Tamina. Kozlov hip tosses Jimmy and puts him in a leg bar until he reaches the ropes. They both tag out to their partners. Santino hip tosses Jay, runs into a fucking elbow, and then gets double teamed in the corner until he puts Jim in an armbar and then makes the tag. Kozlov tried a power slam, but Jimmy slides out, blind tags his bro, who hits a forearm smash from the top turnbuckle. Good move in the 70s. Long story short, with this match, it was a pretty good back and forth, but Santino and Kozlov won this match. Santino and Tamina hit a double Cobra on Jay, and they celebrate. And then CM Punk comes out, and then I'm not really going to go over this, but basically Punk is like, I'm the leader of Nexus. Sorry. Hustle, loyalty, and respect is just a catchphrase, but Punk expects him out of himself and out of Nexus. And then Wade Barrett comes out and he's like, I'm the leader, all that shit, blah, blah, blah. Otunga's like, well, you both made good points. And then Punk's like, okay, if you become the number one contender tonight, you get to lead Nexus. If you lose, you're out of Nexus. I know where this is going. Wade Barrett kisses Cena's ass, and then he turns on John Cena. Watch. I could write this stuff. And then, who's in the cage match? Randy Orton, Barrett, and Sheamus. And then Alberto Del Rio. Why was he on Raw? We did get to see a decent match with him and R-Truth. But why was he there? Truth hammers away at Alberto, hitting him with a jumping sidekick, knocks him to the ring floor. Truth hits a suicide dive, gets back into the ring to break the count. Ricardo Rodriguez checks on him as we go to another commercial break. Back to the match. Truth is furiously punching Alberto Del Rio, and he hits a spinning power slam, only gets a 2. And then Alberto continues to attack the arm, forcing R-Truth to tap out to his cross armbar breaker thing. And then Wade Barrett is addressing the Nexus, and he's like, I can make you all champions and stuff like that. And then Mr. Monotone himself, last year meant nothing. The only thing Miz took from me was cashing it in and stealing the title, and I was a bit too nice. And I hesitated when I kicked Chris Jericho in the head. But this year I'm not going to make the same mistake because nice guys finished last, blah, 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 blah. And then this cage match, it was a, typical cage match. These guys just ran each other into the cage and shit. And then Orton goes for the ropes DDT, goes after Barrett, throws him into the cage once again. Sheamus backdrop Orton into the cage, and then begins to work on him while Barrett's down in the corner. Barrett gets up, and they double team Orton once again. Their alliance is short-lived as Barrett goes right after him. Orton and Sheamus get up, and they start countering their finishers and shit. And then, basically, long story short, Randy Orton RKO'd Sheamus after Sheamus bro kicked Barrett, and Randy Orton walked out the fucking cage. Like Zamario said in our Blog Talk Radio show tonight, our first ever, by the way, we're transitioning to that now. He said, if the door is locked, there's no use to go out of the cage. But if the door is unlocked, go through the fucking door. You don't have to climb the fucking cage. And that pretty much ends with Raw. You're going to see Randy Orton and The Miz for the WWE title at the Royal Rumble. A match which I'm not really looking forward to seeing, but, Randy Orton has to get his rematch against The Miz. And there you have it. As far as who's going to win the Royal Rumble, Triple H is probably my pick out of all people thus far to win the Royal Rumble. But when Alva Man, Matt, and I make our official Royal Rumble predictions video, we'll see if things change by then. But, yeah. And until then, guys, this has been DOZ 101. Those of you who have been asking when are the Raw reviews going to be back, consider them back at least now until further notice. I'd like to encourage you all to check out WrestlingRevolution.com. You guys only have a few days left to enter our tag team contest. Please do so. Make a creative vid. Make a collab bid and make it creative. And you could become one half of the Wrestling Revolution Tag Team Champions, provided you register on the site. I will see you guys later. Peace. Oh.